As summer is quickly approaching, as educators, we need to make sure that we are prepared when our students return this fall.
There's lots of little things that we can do to prepare ourselves, and we're going to show you a few options on this week's episode of IT Week. As you're relaxing and enjoying your summer vacation, it is good to try to get a few things done to prepare you for this upcoming school year. And one of the great places to start is developing your LMS.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, an LMS stands for a Learning Management System. And this is your online presence for your classroom, a place where you can store your syllabus, digital content, as well as assessments. Canvas is an LMS that is supported inside of CMS. One of the great features of Canvas is the ability to create courses inside of your sandbox that you can then export into your courses once they are populated. And what a sandbox is really just a place where you can play, create, modify, do different things without having to worry about what the students actually see. Once you're actually inside of your course, you can add a lot of great material like announcements and assignments, even discussion boards. You can also upload files and a syllabus for your students to view. You'll also have the ability to add quizzes to be able to assess your students' understanding of the content that you are sharing. Lastly, another great feature of Canvas is the ability to make certain items public or private. So you'll actually be able to create a public profile for your Canvas page that your parents will be able to see and not just the students. If you're looking to gain a little bit more knowledge about Canvas, you can check out the summer PD that we're offering, or you can revisit some of our previous IT Weekly episodes.
Now, another thing that you can do is prepare communication that can go out to both students and parents that is designed to prepare them for classroom expectations, classroom rules. And one unique way to do that is to build a video using various products such as Adobe Spark.
Adobe Spark is a great resource that teachers can use to share information through a video format using mainly pictures as well as text. So what you would do is just go to Adobe Spark or download the mobile app for your mobile device. And to get started, you can just add pictures, you can add text, and when you add these items at the end, it's basically like you're going to be creating multiple slides, and those slides will be turned into a video that you can then share with your students. You can share it by uploading it to your LMS. You can upload it to maybe a YouTube channel, Google Drive, and then share it that way with your students. But it's a great resource to share information with students through a video by way of pictures and text.
Doing an Adobe video is something different than doing your typical newsletter because it's fun, you can show your personality, and it's just different than reading a basic newsletter. With the growing amount of devices in our district, it's very important that we have a device implementation and management plan for our students when they return. The first tip in managing the devices in your classroom is to use some sort of visual cue for your students to know when they're allowed to use their mobile devices. And what we recommend using is some sort of red, yellow, green indicator and putting that up on your board to let your students know when they can use their devices, when they need to ask a teacher, or when it's actually okay to use those devices. The second is having some sort of storage management. And in many cases, this can actually be assigned or told how you're going to store your devices through your school. So you want to contact your tech contact at your school to figure out how the school is handling the storage of devices. But you always want to make sure that the devices are put back in the proper location as well as being locked up every day. And then lastly, we want to make sure that we assign the devices to the students. And once again, this might be told to you by your school, but if not, you want to make sure that the same student is using the same device every day because it can actually help with managing that device. And then if anything goes wrong, you'll actually know who was using that device at a particular time. Oftentimes schools will have some plan in place, but either way, it is just helpful to have a good starting point for your device management.
That's going to do it for another year of IT Weekly. We really want to thank you for tuning in, for supporting us throughout the entire year. Make sure you guys check us out next year for another episode of IT Weekly.